And maybe lower the volume on the speaker. Yeah, a little more, a little more. All right. I think that's it right there. That's it. Yeah, know Canada, he's been up here. I have not been around. I've been down here. That's why I'm asking. I've been around the world. Hey, we've traveling, getting on all the way down there in Texas, up in Chicago. He's like, tell us I take it. Yeah, by the way, let me tell you how I'm trying to bring up my brother. That's so great. And then y'all wonder why he'd be like, I feel like I'll never let him speak. This is it right here. Let me tell you something, especially when Captain Zion teach class, he'd be like, God, I'm tired. I'm gonna need you to take your one virgin birth call. He'd be like, yeah, so here's exactly what happened. But but this is Cross the Line Radio. We back live and direct, you know what I'm saying? It is, we'll have like a cool name like y'all, like the Midwest Fire Weekend. This is the headquarters barbecue. Listen, we got Captain Zarya. This is Truth came back into the earth right here, Harlem, Northwest, 120th. That's all you need, right? 1969, headquarters. Right. I'll have my captain's orders. But so I want to thank, you know what I'm saying, General Mahimi. You know what I'm saying? For getting there with us tonight. Hell of a class at 7 o'clock. Listen, when Simon left the class, he said, yeah, General Mahimi's a bad mother. I told you. Listen, I told Simon before he walked in the room, General Mahimi was walking in. I said, now be careful about asking General Mahimi these questions. Because we all know Samantha has asked these questions forever. These are not new questions. Right. It's the same old questions. About 10 years. Homosexuality, did God create evil? And I told him, I said, be careful when you ask the question. And stop. He had 6 questions for you. You stopped his mouth at the second question. He just sat down, cut the camera off, and was in class until 9 o'clock. It was over at 9. But he stayed in class and that's the power of the Most High. Because these questions can only get answered here. That's right. You know, Sinetta always say he won't call us when he's battling the Israelites. He don't call us for purpose. Because if he call us, he say the other Israelites listen to what we say, so they can get the answers so that they can beat him. So what he does is he come up with the questions and then go to the Israelites, and then when they get tired, then he'll come and say, hey, can y'all answer the question here? That's what he does. So I just wanted to bring that part out, man. Welcome to Cross the Line Radio. As I said, this is the Harlem headquarters weekend. You know what I'm saying? We got a heavy lineup. We just had scripture breakdown class. We're going out after here, so we don't know how long this show going to last. We also got to introduce Captain Miles. We got the Midwest Monster Mayhem. The perfect name that Commander Jenny how to tell this, man. We just had the Midwest Fire Weekend back in July, rocking with his brother. He blessed us with his friend home Chicago school, came down with him. We appreciate that. We even got the sisters from California that came down. Sisters from Minnesota came down. So big them up. Hey, how was the ride, Big Priest?
Oh man, if I could, man, ride was good. You know what I mean? That white joint I got, man, it had been through hell. Yeah, listen, the mirror cracked. The reflection mirror is cracked, you know what I mean? But it was a pretty good ride. I enjoyed coming down, man. The East Coast is my home, you know what I mean? I was here for 3 years. Big shout out to Commander Jenny Hanna. Big shout out to yourself, General Mahimi.
That's right.
Man, all the generals and captains, you know, y'all my brothers, man. Of course, y'all taught me everything I know, so it's a pleasure to be here, you know.
So with that, can I tell them a story then?
Please.
So just so y'all know, right? There's no title in here that isn't earned. Like Captain Zarya earned the Kemet Killer. Now he's the apologist slayer. You know what I mean? I wonder if the FBI gonna send Kemet Killer. He's gonna be your picture. Right. With the Infinity Stone glove. He's looking like Thanos. But Captain Malachi earned that name because I want y'all to know almost every time when I was a young man that I thought we were going to be martyrs at camp was because of him. You know what I mean? Well, and he was just saying there, what we just talking about that? And then when I knew he was a prophet, we was in Harlem, and he was like, just wait for them to cut food stamps by the millions. And none of y'all can eat. Y'all gonna be calling me the food stamp prophet. Listen, that was on a Saturday. Monday was the biggest cut in food stamps ever. I said, Jesus Christ, he the food stamp prophet. I was like, this is insane. Then we was in Times Square, and then I just remember you digging into this little East Indian man. And then a brother with dreads came up, and the whole crowd was not empowered until our own people came against us. And then that's when, like, you know, everything looked like it was about to go left. And then I just remember it was like, I remember we all got in the van, you know what I'm saying, after camp. And I just remember the whole crowd looking at us, and it was like, they looked like they had doll eyes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what movie is it, like, you know what I'm saying, when everything's about to swarm and then they just stop for a second? Like they got an order, like they got a hive mind or something? It looked like that. And I remember being a young man, like, this shit's spiritual. And you know what I mean? And then, matter of fact, I think that was the day I got kicked out and I went to stay with Captain Azaria. That's why I was in the van, because I was coming back to Jersey. You know what I mean? I bought a big ass bottle of Hennessy for my emancipation, and then he sent me back the next day. I'm messing with you.
A few of them speakers I had, I think we got checked for afterwards. General Hahn gave me a call next day. Don't ever say that shit again.
But it was like that, damn it. Almost every riot, I remember like you being like the spearhead for that. Like, cause you was talking straight to their demons. But I like, and from whether it was Times Square, Harlem, it was you came up from Philly every week.
Right. We did camp in Philly on Friday and camp in Saturday in New York.
Right.
I got to get General Muhammad
Because
sat front row, you know what I'm saying? In his flag, and I said, this brother here is more crazy than me. But this is what I need to feed my grace. Salaki, you know.
And then, long story short, then Captain Mawakwa moved back to the Midwest, and then the next Passover, he brought half the Passover. That's exactly what happened. It was like 4 vans pulled up. It was like right out front. They were like, Chicago. Matter of fact, yeah, it was Chicago, Indianapolis, Detroit. Yeah, he literally brought the whole Midwest Bank with you.
Yeah, that's how it was. That was the Lord, man. It had a representative that seemed like from each Midwest state. That's how you know it was the Most High. Right. So I'm very appreciative of the Lord blessing you. Blessing the spiritual man.
But that was it, Cat. So I just wanted to, you know, big up Cat.
I was picking up, I just want to get one more out the way.
Appreciate that.
I want to big up all the brothers and sisters that made that beautiful food. That food was absolutely delicious. I just want to highlight everybody. We got Yamazar Grid, Batanya, and Ayamawa. I hope I said his name right. Don't check me on it. Sister Nakara, Sister Tabitha, Sister Hamawanya, Sister Labab, Officer Kashakawa, Officer Ayash, Sister Rakaya, and Sister Sarah. My rib also made some food, man. Give yourselves a hand. One thing about food, what I love about the Neighborhood Cookout, as we had the food outside, the goal of all the cookouts is to touch the community. That's the goal of all the cookouts. And there's nothing like food that will make people listen. I say in Shaka Wall, giving out food and flyers, not a single flyer, but giving an order like, go hand out these 10 flyers. Like they get a plate and then they get put to work. The people that was walking past. Because Shaka Wall put them to work. They get Shaka said, okay, you get baptizing too. Hey, you got they ain't giving them $5, but they giving them 5 flyers. Like and that's one of the things that I love about Harlem Cookout. Harlem has such a Harlem is like, it's gonna sound crazy, but Harlem is dead and alive at the same time. Dead in spirit, but alive, like, because they always outside. So when we always come out with these type of events, food drive, cookouts, etc., they always show out because they're looking for that life. You know what I mean? So that's what I love about these cookouts that we can bring there. So I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. We're gonna be at the Thomas Jefferson Park, Harlem, this Sunday, 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I got some special guests that might come through and see if they come through. I don't want to say this in case they don't show up. We'll be at Washington Square Park. Might be some Christians out there when I'm on there.
Tomorrow, huh?
Tomorrow. Christians say they come outside. Square Park. Don't get scared. Don't get scared now. We done lied to our Mohicans. They turned out to say the last Mohicans. Those Christians was Howard. When they came out here 2 weeks ago, and they was flooding them Israelites, I mean, they was empowered. They had them Israelites. One Israelite looked at them like a fill out of trouble. Yeah, listen, one Israelite, it was like, get the F out of here. I'm not that type of Hebrew. Like, he wanted to fight. Defending the Bible, like the cat didn't threaten him. Like, you know, it's one thing if the cat like threatening with violence. The cat just asked him a question. He's like, get the F out. I'm not that type of Hebrew. I want the violence. I want it. Man, it was crazy. I mean, Israelites start calling out scriptures. Like, you can't be in the middle of a battle. You're in a battle. And when they get too aggressive with you, which is weird to hear the Christian is more aggressive than the Israelites, you start pulling out, their mouths must be stopped. Like, you can't get in that type of battle. You can't pull out scriptures where we're going to ignore them because their mouths must be stopped. Not when you engage. Let's say if you never engage with them in the battle. Then you can say something like that. But if you in the fight, you really gave up the ghost at that point.
That battle got put together. So I was so sad I wasn't there. Like 12 to 13 years. That's the one I missed.
Yeah,
I was sick.
Listen, that was a... Yeah. Slap. You want to say that? No, I think I'm with the guard. Yeah, like that. Listen, that was one.
That was a good one.
The frenzy around that battle, and what I love, big up the Delaware captains. I want to send them in up, Captain Mariano coming up from Philadelphia. Give them a hand because they was neat. Because the Christians was out there full force. Jesus is God. I mean, they screaming Jesus is God. Everything I'm saying, the brotherhood showed up heavy. They tried to strong on Ayah. They tried to move him. He don't play that. He didn't play that at all. He bullying them back. He the one got the camp play. He like that. They tried. Yeah, they tried to bully him. But it was an amazing thing, man. And that's where we're going to be at tomorrow, right in Washington Square Park. 12 o'clock. Well, we setting up at 12. First speaker should be up by 12:30. So 12:30 we'll be up here. I believe Commander Jenny Hunter's coming down to speak. We're going to get it on. And listen, get ready. New York is a different monster. Like I tell everybody, this is like Times Square when it was real right. Like when UPK was in like the 80s and 90s. Yeah, it was like right like that. It's like even when we was out there, we got into like 5 or 6 battles just being out there. Once they see you, it's like they want to talk to you. They want to challenge you. So be ready.
Because Harlem and Times Square, the brakes got beat off of them. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Carl?
God, I seen a video of in California, some Christians approach Israelite camp. There was a brother who was a little, mentally challenged, and they were allowing that brother to read. And those Christians were disrespecting the brother who's mentally challenged. Oh no, the brother wasn't in the school. But I'm just saying that.
But you saying the brother that's battling the Christian who's
No,
mentally challenged?
the Christians were battling some Israelite Christians, and they had a brother who was mentally challenged, who could not read very well. And those Christians switched from their topic and just started disrespecting the brother, calling him, I don't want to say it on live, but read, they just disrespected him in all types of ways.
If we have any videos, that happened with those Christian apologetics. The Christian apologetics, I've seen the fake Israelites when they try to battle the Christian apologetics, Let me explain to you what's happening. The fake Israelites who are not in the Israelite school of UPK, they feel demeaned by the Christian apologetics because they can hear that they have a better command of the English vocabulary. And any video that you see of the Post Malone, what's the other gents called?
Byron philosophy. No, that's the white guy. Okay.
Put him up on his God Logic. Right? Though God Logic, the Post Malone, those other cats, they have a better command of English. And whenever I've seen the fake Israelites, what are the names of the fake Israelites? The purple, HOY, the purple pigs. It happened with the purple pig, IUIC. But the IUIC cat said, well, Jesus is God. And
He said Jesus is the God of the Old Testament.
He said Jesus is the God of the Old Testament. Right. And then the Christian apologetics said, oh, I got you. Okay, I'm going to try to explain this to you because I've seen it for too many years, right? You are from the ghetto. You're from the projects, from prison. And then you're going to battle some Christian who has been to a few years of college, 2 years of college. He's been educated. He hasn't been to prison. He hasn't been locked up. He doesn't have a child support case. He doesn't have a drug charge. And you will feel inferior to him when he battles you, Captain Desire. That's why that cat who was battling the apologetics got all angry.
Right.
And you've seen this every time. The apologetic guy goes, well, if Isaiah 45:17 says this, and the fake Israelite will go, I'm ready to fight. Right? I'm ready to fight. That is because he feels inferior to his intellect.
Right.
He feels like, I'm from the street, you're educated, your doctrine is the doctrine of the college, the university. Jesus is God, the Immaculate Conception, the blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, you're from the street, and you feel inadequate when you're talking to him. That inadequate feeling will make you want to be violent. And Josiah, you bring that up today. That one where you said that cat, what's his name? Hashar from what group? AOC. And the one when the IUIC, the purple pigs, when the guy just said, all right, Jesus is God. Yeah. Listen, Abijah showed me that video. Abijah, come on, bring it out.
God. So it was brought to my attention that there was a discrepancy between Cobb, basically his group, the cat who left Sakari, and the IUIC. Basically what happened is IUIC has a group, has a clubhouse they do in the mornings called Biblical Smoke.
Can everyone hear it?
Yeah, they should be able to hear it.
Boss Town, you got it?
Oh, sorry. Basically, how you doing? I'm just going to check
You can subscribe and make collect donations like this.
You got it. Bring it out.
I'm not the one
Of course.
Long story short, this cat called because IYC over the past year or so has made it public that they believe Jesus is the God of the Old Testament. Jesus was the burning bush. This is something that literally came out of Nathaniel's mouth. So a member of that group called their show and basically said, do you guys believe that? They said yes. And he started to question them and poke holes inside of their doctrine. Mainly, is God all-knowing? Yes, so then Jesus doesn't know the end, and then they have to fold on that. And
if I could, God, so Abijah sent me the video. Abijah sent me the video where the cat from the IUIC said, Jesus is the God of the Old Testament. And then the apologetic said, see, I got your bishop deacon to say it. I've seen this too many times over the years from people outside of One West, ISUPK. You feel inferior when you battle someone that you believe is more educated than you. That is a weapon that only is used outside of the school. You're going to have to develop something now that is difficult to develop. You're going to have to know that I am winning this battle, not because of my intelligence, not because of how much I've been to school, but I'm winning this battle simply because God is with me. That is it. It is something. I want to give you some fake Israelites out there. You can't do this, but I'm going to let you inside on some UPK knowledge. Tazariah called me today, right? And he wanted to tell me the questions that Sinetta was going to ask today, right? And I told him, I don't need to know the questions that he asked, right? That is a skill I learned from Commanding General Yohanan. Right. When you're in a battle, right, there's something over time. Remember, we go to camp on the street. Right. We don't know who's going to ask us a question. Right. We just step up there every week and just, what's your question? Right?
That's it.
And now, that is a skill. Here's what you need to do it. You need to tell yourself with every question, he is wrong, even if I don't know how he's wrong yet. Right. He's wrong.
Let him talk.
Let him talk, he is wrong. There is nothing that he can pull that will be right against what I'm saying. What I'm saying is right. So now, what have I learned to do? If I don't even remember, Abaji gave me some precept last night, Isaiah 45 and 11. I don't know what the fuck that was. I didn't remember. I called to Zariah, I said, what is this? Then let me tell you what I learned to do. I go 2 verses above it. Right. I just start going above it. Right. So you're at camp. Somebody pulls this precept that says, Jesus is God and Jesus is white. They pull that. You just listen. Go verse above it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's it.
Go 2 verses above it.
Yeah.
Jesus is not white. That's it. But okay, here's why you're breaking fake Israelites. You're not sure if you're right.
Right.
That's the whole thing. Like you're thinking, when he pulls a precept that says, Jesus is God and God is white. You're thinking, oh shit, maybe he got me on that one. I never seen that. In the UPK, I never doubt that I am right, ever. Ever.
That's right.
That's right. So now, because of that, he pulls it. Shit, I don't remember that one. Right. Go above it. Keep reading.
Right.
There you go. But if he reads more, then it will say it. Can I give you one? I plan not to do this. Go ahead, give me Isaiah 45 and 11.
Oh, so start this.
I couldn't even remember the thing. I said, well, this is saying Jesus is God. Jesus is saying God. Right? But I know Jesus is not God. I can see where you're focused. I just got to, gotta read up above it, read a little more, read a little taste more. Now you can do this at camp. That's the point I'm trying to get you. As you're at camp and he says, Jeremiah 20. Jesus is God and Jesus is white. Read above it. Keep reading. 2 verses up, 2 verses down. Just do that. Right. You've got to know. Brother, let me tell you, the Bible cannot exist if Jesus is God. The Bible cannot exist if there is more than one God. Right. It cannot exist in the Bible. If Jesus did not come from natural birth, if the Jews are not black, if blacks and Hispanics are not the Jews, the Bible is invalid. So you've got to damn near have such a confidence that you don't care what somebody says and in how intelligent a voice they say it. Right. Those apologetics, their tone makes you feel like you're talking to a college professor. Right. The tone. Yeah. And so you hear it, and you go, oh, shit. I'm from prison. I got out last week. I ain't graduated from high school, let alone college.
Right.
Well, the Jesus and the Jesus and the Jesus and the Jesus, and then you go, Jesus is God. Like you wanna agree with him because he sounds smarter than you. You cannot win a battle based on your own intelligence.
Right.
You cannot win a battle based on that. You win a battle because God is with you.
That's right.
You win a battle for the same reason a young boy who was not a man of war killed a giant who was.
Right.
That's why you win a battle. Not because you're more skilled or you're more trained, but because God is with you.
Right.
You should not win this battle. They're more educated,
Right.
taller,
Right.
stronger, bigger. Their armor is thicker. But you will win because the God of Israel was with you when you fought a bear.
Right.
The God of Israel was with you when you fought a lion. And so shall be the fate of this uncircumcised Philistine.
Right.
What do I mean by that? I go to camp every week. I answer questions every week.
That's right.
People step up. Some of them I know, some of them I don't know. Some of them I remember, but I'm there every week at camp. I learn over time that I can't lose because I come to camp.
Right.
I learned that. That's what David did. When King Saul asked David, this man is a giant who's old in war. You are young, and you aren't a warrior. You never fought a war. David said, I killed a lion when I watched my father's sheep. I killed a bear when I watched my father's sheep. If I did that, I'll kill this lion. Young brothers in the UPK, go to camp.
Right.
Answer questions. Put yourself in danger. Put yourself in danger. As you get out of it every week, you'll have confidence you'll get out of it again. I pray you understand. Abijah.
So, like, can I just ask a question on what he was saying? Is he saying, like, basically, to put it in today's terms, I had to deal with the meanest, toughest cats on my block. What the hell is some class?
Let me make it more simple to you. I have had faith before, and I fought before. I shouldn't have won that. David should not have won when he fought a bear.
Right.
He should have lost that.
Right.
But he did it, and he won. I won when I fought a lion. That was impossible.
Right.
Peter, Jesus Christ was walking on water.
Right.
He was walking on water, and he told Peter, he bid him to come out. Peter walked on water. Then when the waves kicked up, Peter began to sink. And Christ said, oh, ye of little faith.
Right.
Peter should not have been able to walk on calm water. How can you walk on calm water? Why in the hell is waves making you lose faith?
Right.
I shouldn't even be walking on water, period. So in essence, because I go to camp and I get in battles, now you brothers, you're on Facebook,
Right.
chat house,
Instagram.
for your own clubhouse, getting in battles. You're winning. Now here's this guy, he sounds like a college professor.
Right.
You're going to win against him too. Let's get some questions. The people out there.
Right.
If I could, Captain Soccer Ward.
1,001 to say, sir. If I could, this is spiritual, but also it can be carnal as well. We have that confidence when we go out on the streets because we know we were trained by perfect men. We know we were trained by men who were honorable and righteous and gave us the answer to our questions. Those fake Israelites know that their leaders getting pegged. The fake Israelites know that their leaders getting pegged. They know that their leaders are homosexual, going to Africa, riding in on gay horses. So they don't have that same confidence that we have. Anybody that leaves the ISUPK subconsciously, they know they left the home of the truth. They know they left the place where perfect righteous men uphold the standard, and they can't be confident standing on what they've been taught because my guy's getting paid. And what I'm following is, doing whatever mess they doing, and it's spiritual. We are honorable men raised by men of the Lord, and so we have that fierceness and that fearlessness that come with being a man of the Lord. Those other cats know there's something in them. Their spirit is not strong because it shouldn't be because they haven't been trained and taught to do
Now, I didn't know what the hell a back to school party was. I thought they were celebrating the kids who was getting out the house for 8 hours a day. No. It's for the whole neighborhood. They gave away 70 backpacks. You know what I mean? Like the kids had an incredible time. Like it was for the neighborhood. While we were there, I was talking to some of the younger brothers. I was talking to his brother, Officer Godiva. He's over Austin. He's been doing some battles. And I played, that brother bad. I played Christian with him. And we went back and forth for a little bit. And then he said something which basically kind of summed up what you just said. And when he said that, before you even started saying that, I was thinking about what I'm saying right now, where he said, listen, the reason I know you can't be now he knows the Lord's with him, but he's like, because even if I never seen the scripture before, he says, I know the truth, so I know what it's not saying. And because he said that, I said, you're ready for any battlefield. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you can come across the line and just take any question. You can sit in a classroom and say questions, because if you know the truth, it doesn't matter what the lie is. And it's something, and it ties into something you've always said, which is, don't forget what you know trying to learn something new. Because the Bible's not going to change. So just because you've never seen it, just because it sounds like something doesn't mean that that's what it is. And then once again, what Captain Zaryak showed me was read up or down, read either above 2 or down 2. And you're going to find it. That's it.
Give him a hand. Let me get each. Go ahead.
This has been driving me crazy lately, watching all these videos of these fake Israelite groups being embarrassed, not only by the Christians, but by Muslims, and the same groups. And it's crazy because all I can think when I see it is they don't know how to side. And I'm thankful that I learned from you.
Food away. You want some more food? Go grab it outside. Sisters, you want some more food? Just go ahead.
And I'm thankful that I learned from you not only to always be on the offense, because I'm not going to be put on the defense all the time, but also to see through what somebody's asking, to see why they're asking. Because, like, there was a clip a couple of weeks ago, I think you remember I asked you about the King Ahaziah scriptures, how old he was. Like, these Muslims coming up, they're not coming up here because they want to know how old King Ahaziah was. That's not their purpose. So if you let them bait you into this debate, you already lost.
He's from the South too. Let me say, and these apologetics and so many of them, you think that this battle is about, well, is Isaiah 16:7 saying that he was 27 years old? What in the fuck do you care about anything like that? That is not why we're in a battle. You have to, when you're battling someone, you have got to figure out their agenda. There's a reason. The apologetics came to New York City the weekend that Trump sent troops to Washington, D.C. to figure out whether Jesus is God. They already know we say Jesus isn't God. They already know that. But they all came up to where's the picture of their picture saying, I'll be at the red steps. They came up here because they don't want blacks and Hispanics to be radicalized by Trump's aggression. Trump is being super aggressive, which automatically would make blacks and Hispanics aggressive. So who do they send? The COINTELPRO group, the apologetics, to say, how old is David? How old was King Ahaziah? Who the fuck is King Ahaziah? I don't even know who the hell that is. How old was he when he took the kingdom in Jerusalem? When was Jesus Christ? When did he first have oatmeal? When did Jesus Christ have oatmeal for the first time? Are you telling me that as ICE agents are ripping the children out of the arms of their mothers, I have to prove how old Ananias was when he took control of the kingdom of Super Duper? That's what I got to deal with today. I'm not dealing with that today. I'm not, hold your point. I'm not dealing with that today. I'm going to tell the world that the only reason you want to talk about King Ananias and whether or not he ate oatmeal on this day, or whether or not he had a wife when he went into Assyria is because you don't want me talking about Donald Trump. That's it. You don't want me to bring up ICE agents. You don't want me to bring up kidnapping children. You are the COINTELPRO group of today. That's what the Christians had during the Civil Rights Movement.
Right.
During the Civil Rights Movement, there were preachers that would say, you are race baiting. Somebody told me that today. Listen, I read today on some post some fool sent me. They said, General Hyman, you're a race baiter. Brother, do you know how old that word is? That word is from the 50s. It might be from the 40s. I remember reading it like, race baiter. You brothers don't know what the hell a race baiter is, right? A race baiter is, okay, imagine you bait a dog.
Right.
A dog is vicious. You give him some bait to make him angry. You give him, this is some flesh. Now the dog is all mad, but he's biting all over the bait. In the 60s, they called civil rights leaders race baiters because they would come from New York, come from the north, go to Mississippi, go to Alabama, like your grandmother did, leave from where she was from, they were from Chicago, and they would make the niggas angry, make them mad, and they called that race baiting. I was called a race baiter today because in their mind, black people are mad because of what I'm saying. Because of what I'm saying, they're mad. And this thought is amazing to me in that, are you telling me that the ISUPK under command General Yana, we're making black people angry? Maybe the ICE agents are.
Right.
Maybe the Marines are making them angry. Maybe the fact that they're being shot by the police unarmed. You're telling me that I'm making them angry. Maybe your oppression is actually making them angry.
Right.
You know who was called a race baiter? You want to give me that name?
Martin
Microphone?
Salakia, Martin Luther King, sir.
Martin Luther King. I advise you, from you don't have that, do you? What they were called? Oh,
John, sir.
Google that. Martin Luther King, they said he is an outside agitator coming into Alabama, coming into Memphis. Where was that bridge at they crossed over? Mississippi. Give Captain Soccer War hand in Mississippi. They said Bull Connor was the sheriff in Mississippi. And Martin Luther King had students who were going to march over what's the name of the bridge? Edmund Pettus Bridge. Because they wanted to vote. They wanted to vote. Bull Connor said, Martin Luther King Jr. is an outside agitator, a race baiter, stirring up our Negroes who are happy. Martin Luther King Jr. was arrested 37 times. This one that you tell me I need to be like today, that I need to be more like him. You killed him. You killed Martin Luther King. He was arrested 37 times. And then you shot him. That's the ideal Negro that I should be like. You hate me because I'm violent. Why the fuck did you hate him? Why did you hate him? Why did you arrest him 37 times? Why did you shoot Martin Luther King? Why did you hate him so much? I think I might be coming to the truth now. I think you'll hate me no matter what I do. I think whether I say the white man is the devil, or I say we shall overcome, I think you're going to hate me no matter what I say. So then maybe I shouldn't care about what you say. Maybe I should just tell the truth. Because you hate me, you hate Commander General Yohana because he says the white man is the devil. You hated Martin Luther King because he said black girls and white girls will hold hands. You killed him. So maybe I should just forget about your opinion of my doctrine. And I should just say what's true.
That's it.
Gracias. Let me get online. Anyone online?
I'm going on right now.
Solid. Anything else in the room? Let me get California right here. Give her a hand, microphone.
If I may, I was gonna say, it shows a pattern, as you can see.
Got her camera? Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So yeah. I was gonna say, like, they continue to oppress us because they know that if we come together, they know that we're stronger together, which is why you come across on TikTok, you see a lot of black influencers saying, or like, no, Mexicans can't say the N-word, or you say, or vice versa, like, you know, they can't wear braids in their hair. But they do, the oppressor does that because they know that we're stronger together. So that's why they continue to oppress us. Like back in California, there was a white man who had dressed up as a police officer and was continuing to oppressing the black people for no reason. Going up there and just messing with them for no reason.
Give her a hand, she's telling the truth. This sister is from California, and it's especially evident in your life that blacks and Hispanics need to come together because you grew up in California and you see what's happening. And this sister is brilliant. She's in college trying to be a doctor. Give her a hand. She's a future nurse practitioner or a doctor or someone that can get me medication for these knees that are going bad every day. I was squatting yesterday, Josiah. It wasn't what it used to be. I need some help. Get your medical license. I'm gonna need something to get in here. How full I did work 20 years ago. Listen, the sister is brilliant and smart and educated, and she knows that blacks and Hispanics must come together. Right. Gracias. Los Latinos no están solo. They're not alone. We're with them.
That's right.
Gracias. Who else would say anything? Sorry, I don't know.
Did you have anything else to answer?
Not that I can think of. Unless someone has a question, I'll answer it.
I believe everybody want to get to the club.
Shit. Listen. Let me move out the way.
Well,
Let's end it.
If that's the case, I'd like to thank, you know what I'm saying, General Hyman, Captain Zaria, you know what I'm saying, the Midwest Monster, Mayor, Captain Marvin Squad, you know what I'm saying, I think, Cap, I think this is going to be the last show. We in the flesh together for a while. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, you know what I'm saying, big ups to everybody who came in, you know what I'm saying, and tomorrow, Washington Square Park, what time we got to get there? 12:30 is when camp starts, you know what I'm saying, we'll be at Washington Square Park. And then the cookout is at 12 at Thomas Jefferson Park. You know what I'm saying? Here at home.
Tomorrow.
So,
No, not
Sunday.
Sunday.
So tomorrow is camp.
Washington Square Park.
Yes.
And we going to the pier. We gonna party at the pier Saturday.
Party at the pier. All that good stuff. Like the reggaeton party.
Reggaeton. What does that mean? That means something tropical.
We outside.
Rum. It sounds like rum. Reggaeton means. It sounds like rum.
Yeah.
Is that rum?
It's gonna be rum and vibe. It's definitely gonna be some rum and vibe. And listen, pay your tithes, send your donations in, all that good stuff. And with that, shalom, everyone.